I have mentioned in past videos that our friends, the narcissists, need narcissistic supply in order to survive. The forms of attention are brought to the narcissist by the new supply source, which is a girlfriend or a boyfriend, a new girlfriend or boyfriend. And this is somebody that the narcissist has already spent months or weeks, possibly even years, grooming to take your spot once they get tired of you. In my case, it was definitely true. We broke up in January and of 17th, and by the 30th of January, he was already officially dating somebody else, if not earlier than that. And we broke up on a Thursday, and by Saturday he had a new girlfriend. I was being sent photos of him with his new girlfriend by other people, and then there were the screenshots that people would send me of the two laying on a beach somewhere that she had posted it. And I admit it was the most horrible thing that I have ever gone through in my life. After all, this guy was literally just in my bed and with me in Wednesday evening and telling me that he loved me so much, and the next day, boom, he's gone. Oof. These two are snuggled up on a boat that he was supposed to take me on. The feeling was so harsh, but it was so eye-opening at the same time, because I finally, at the end of the day, got to see who he really is and who he was, and that our relationship was a mockery, not real. And this is just how the narcissist operates. And it was, and it will never be personal. You have to remember that. These people are psychologically unrooted. You see, he didn't just dump me and find a new girlfriend 3 days later. Oh, so conveniently. He had already found her and was working his magic while also breadcrumbing me for whatever supply, squeezing me for whatever supply that he could get. So please do not blame yourself as if you did something wrong. The relationship was dysfunctional from the beginning, and the new supply will also see that their relationship is not functional at all. And that mask, you have to remember, it always falls off. To be perfectly honest with you, I was so relieved that I was right all along and that my gut instincts were correct. They told me that he was cheating on me, and the projections, him accusing me of cheating, and this obviously had me cautious because I had seen this girl on his posts before and at his work before and liking different various photos and that were just of him, and I will go on a wild guess that he was grooming her since at least May the previous year. No, okay, so most narcissists, 99% of narcissists cheat. Sadly, I remember feeling like I could never give him enough of my attention. I didn't realize how clingy and needy and just blubbery I was over him. And we had a daughter. We have a daughter together. I was running my coaching business, and I was going through this divorce with him, so I had a lot on my plate. And my biggest regret was ever letting him or allowing him to do this to me. And since we have a child together, we have to have an ongoing relationship. But you have to realize, though, that narcissists, they will always find a new supply before they ever dump you, before your relationship ends. And this means that while he is cheating on you, he is misleading and being dishonest to this new man or woman, aka new supply source. It's great for him or her, right? No, not so much. Take it as a blessing that you are not their toy anymore, whether his new girlfriend or her new boyfriend, they know it or not, or if they were in bed together a few days prior or not. I am sure he or she is blindsided by all of the love bombing and the attention that your narcissist is giving to him or her. And I was in the beginning. I know that everybody who is watching probably was at one point. We were all the new supply at one point or another. He would always post on my page. He would tag me in posts. He would comment on mine. The compliments were endless. And it was all day and all night texting, all day and all night calling and talking to each other on the phone for hours upon hours. And it was just too good to be true, which is another huge red flag. I know that you all have a lot of questions, and I am happy to answer as many of them as possible because I know that you understand I have felt that pain too. So why do narcissists find new supply sources when the object or the human, you, who is supposed to fix the narcissist's dire insecurities and lack of self, cannot live up to that ego's requirement, this false pretense that they've set? The narcissist will start controlling and punishing and sourcing new sources of supply on the side that may be able to do the job long term. This basically means that when I was no longer doing a good enough job at giving him attention to distract him from his emotional shortcomings, it was time for him to find somebody else that fit the bill. You have to remember that narcissists have extremely low thresholds for boredom, and the very things that they say they love about you in the beginning soon become the bane of their existence. They are going to be so aggravated by these things as time goes on because their whole entire agenda is to destroy you, is to tear you down. Therefore, once they get bored and those love chemicals start wearing off, and they see that you are a real person and not some movie character they made up in their mind, that is when things start to unravel, because they haven't formed any kind of a bond with you. And it may look like they've moved on fast, and some truly do, and some they do and they never come back. But what you have to know, they moved on before leaving you or ever even letting you know that. I mean, you wouldn't have even guessed at the time that they started grooming the new supply. It could have, and probably was, whenever they were ending the love bombing stage with you. They will definitely, more than likely, move fast within their new relationship too. And I remember a month or two within meeting my ex-narcissist, he was looking, we were about to buy a house, and we moved and we bought this house, and he told me he wanted to marry me. We had a child, and I felt that I don't know. They have so many tricks and ways of trapping you. I remember it was probably the last 3 months or so, I was told about how I wasn't trying hard enough and how I was cheating on him supposedly, and I didn't give him enough attention, how he didn't feel like a priority, and we didn't have enough sex, and how I hung out with my friends too much, and how I had to block every single guy in my life, and the list went on and on and on. And the later was found to the sources. Okay, so these sources of supply, these people are interchangeable and they are expendable. The narcissist fails repeatedly to, they let their partner down due to the lies, the infidelity, the failing in business, and they're unable to stand out and be as special as they once pretended to be. In the presence of, say, their spouse or their partner becomes a constant reminder of their failures, and this stimulating effect of this supply source wears off, and the narcissists become bored because they cannot emotionally bond. So their connections are always 100% of the time superficial and short-lived. The narcissist does realize they are addicted to the supply and resents their dependency on that source of supply. Why? Because their fragile ego won't allow them to accept that they are dependent upon someone. So they devalue the source to quiet this pain. And unless you are comfortable and okay with shape-shifting every single moment of the day to appease the psyche of a dysfunctional person, the best thing you can do is stop trying to figure out the narcissist. Cut that anchor and sail away. Alicia was not the first source of supply for my ex-narcissist. And I have mentioned that he did cheat on me with multiple escorts before, but I noticed this, and I don't mind, but this might be too much information, but I noticed that after dating him, there were certain things that would happen that were only with him, there were rumors that swirled around his business, and there were flying monkeys that were girls that pretended to be my friend, and it was just... What I saw is that the narcissist, they don't have any sense of self, and they will continue doing what they have always done. I know my narcissist did, and they will love bomb, they'll devalue, they'll discard, and they'll hoover you for weeks, months, years, for the rest of your life. That's totally feasible and possible and common. And we broke up, my narcissist and I broke up probably 10 times in 1 year as that cycle continued. And I began to take notice of every stage and could predict when the hoover and the discard stages would take place. I could feel it. And your narcissist is very predictable. And I will honestly say that I feel, and I know within my heart of hearts, that my ex and your ex too will do the exact same thing to their new boyfriend or girlfriend, and the next one, and the next one, and it will always be that person's fault in that narcissist's eyes. Listen, it is virtually impossible for a mentally and emotionally whole person to feel genuine love, adoration, affection, and deep bond with one person and then instantly feel those exact same things for someone else within 3 days. This is what I had to tell myself. This guy told me that he loved me Thursday morning on the phone when we broke up, and I had to realize he didn't mean it. He knew, I know he never loved me, and this man was incapable of knowing how to love, and so is your ex, and that they always will be unless they get some serious help, which is said to not even be worth it, because narcissists, it's been proven time and time again, they really truly can't change. Personality disorders are fixed and permanent. trust me, that new girlfriend or boyfriend will be taken out like yesterday's garbage. And it is only a matter of time before your narcissist new victim figures out that something just isn't quite right. There is something they just can't put their finger on, that their gut instinct is screaming out to them is wrong. And thus the cycle continues. And do they change? Not even close. The narcissist, they take every person that they trap, lovers, family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, bystanders, even pets. They take them hostage within this same cycle. The reason that they do not change is because they will never see there is something wrong with them. They never see themselves as the broken person that they are. You are the broken person that they are in their eyes. No, the new victim did not magically heal the narcissist from their personality disorder. No, they did not convince them to change into the most gentle, loving, and considerate person in the world. And no, the skies did not part and the angels did not bless the narcissist with a new heart of true love. And I am 100% confident that the person my narcissist dropped me like yesterday's garbage for will get that exact same treatment, and did get that exact same treatment, as well as the person after that, and so on, 100% without a doubt. That is why it is called a cycle of abuse. They delete and deplete every last ounce of our spirit and our energy, and instead of helping us refill our bucket with like a loving and healthy relationship partner would do, they kick us aside and they move on to the next source of supply. What does a narcissist truly want at the end of the day? What they want most is having someone who will tolerate their ways, even when it is important for you to understand that you can tolerate them until they're blue in the face, but it's not going to guarantee that you're going to be the one the narcissist prefers and stays with forever. In fact, narcissists, they don't prefer anybody. So the narcissist, they're going to want you to dress the way that they want you to. Mine always used to tell me to wear heels more. They'll tell you who you can and can't talk to. I was not allowed to have male friends or male contacts. They will isolate you. They will make your family hate you. They will make you feel guilty about spending too much time on something, spending too much money on something. They want all the excessive admiration. They want you to post pictures of them. They want you to post pictures of you two together often. They want attention 24/7 all the time. They want you to comment on every single post. And this is how they get the supply. And once you stop, they will let you know about it. The narcissist they want to be loved and admired and highly thought of, but not the other way around. They constantly crave attention, validation, approval, and reassurance that they are being seen in the best possible light. They have very little tolerance for criticism and rejection, and they become enraged when people disagree with them. They need others to fawn over them and remind them that that emptiness, that void is not there, that hurts so much. So if you are okay with giving the narcissist everything they want, losing your voice and becoming that narcissist puppet, go right on ahead. That is not how I wanted to live my life, and it was not how I wanted to live around my child. And this is not a reflection of your value. You did not do anything to deserve any of that disrespect and abuse. And what respectable adult would actually intentionally act this way with pride? Only a narcissist, and they know they're doing it. My name is Sara Ann Brown, and this is Narcissistic Abuse 101. Hey guys, if you would like to donate to my cause, Narcissistic Abuse 101, click the PayPal link in my bio. And to those of you who are on YouTube, please click and like, share, comment, whatever you need to do. Thanks, guys.